So Michael
Yes.
says that dating has never been easier for women. They've made the apps to cater to a woman's every whim, and it's still too hard.
Why to be?
And I said that it's not about quantity, it's about quality of partner. You could have 100 matches on Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, whatever.
Right.
Doesn't matter how many guys match with you, it's about who are the good partners, who share your values, who values you, and isn't just using you to hook up.
So crazy thing happened. Because what did you say? Also, if you ever got back on the apps, I should tell you to touch grass?
Yes, I did say that if I ever said I was going to go back on Hinge, she needs to knock me up the side of the head and tell me to go touch grass, because I said I would never do it again. And that the next person I date, I will find not on a dating app. It will be organically.
You did say that.
Yeah, so I have a boyfriend. Hello.
Hi.
It's your favorite duo. We know we had everyone just wanting us to come out with another video. Everyone was on the edge of their seats.
They really were.
For this.
They really were. Yeah, I'll give you that.
The Dirty Horse Club.
I mean, clearly, based on some of the comments that we've gotten, clearly we are the problem.
We're a hot commodity right now.
Well, not only that, but like we're also the problem.
Yes.
It couldn't be what anyone else is doing. Like it's got to be us, right? And like,
yes,
weren't you making your life way more difficult than it needed to be?
I was.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that. Like,
yes.
Okay.
I'm actually looking for that video right now.
Perfect.
Dating apps. Here we go. We really pissed off.
I mean, we have been pissing off men,
the male species,
a while now. Yes.
A lot of them are gone.
Oh, I've noticed that too, that they will delete comments.
So if you comment something that you don't own up to, then just don't comment it at all.
Right. Not cool.
If you're not going to stand by it, then don't say it.
Right. Because my biggest hate comments come on Instagram. Not on TikTok. And I go back to look for them. And guess what? So many are gone.
So Michael.
Yes.
Says that dating has never been easier for women.
Okay.
They've made the apps to cater to a woman's every whim, and it's still
every whim.
Yes, and it's still too hard.
It needs to be
quite. How is it still too hard?
To every whim.
Sounds like this woman, B,
this one right here,
is making her life needlessly more complicated than it needs to be.
Oh.
And I said that it's not about quantity, it's about quality of partner.
Yes, correct.
You could have 100 matches on Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, whatever, Match.com, eHarmony, whatever. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Right.
Doesn't matter how many guys match with you, it's about who are the good partners. Who share your values, who values you, and isn't just using you to hook up.
So crazy thing happened. Because what did you say? Also, if you ever got back on the apps, I should tell you to touch grass?
Yes, I did say that if I ever said I was going to go back on Hinge, that she needs to knock me up the side of the head and tell me to go touch grass, because I said I would never do it again. And that the next person I date, I will find not on a dating app. It will be organically.
You did say that. So I wonder what happened. Do you want to give everybody an update about what happened when you got off the date or off the apps and like put yourself out there?
Yeah. So I have a boyfriend.
No, you don't say. You found a man in the wild?
I did.
Oh my God.
I found a man in the wild.
Great.
And he is a great man. That
is he now?
He's wonderful.
Okay.
That values me and has valued me from the start.
I can testify. Yeah, I mean, I can second that 100%.
Without question, he's valued me. And we knew each other through mutual friends first, and then things just kinda A plus B happened and whatever, and now we're dating, and it's a happy and loving relationship.
And for the record, it's a long distance relationship.
It is, yes.
So, this isn't like convenience.
No.
Like, you gotta work at this shit.
Mhm. It
So
is. He
so
lives
I'm
3
gonna let the
hours
dog
away.
out, and you tell me how you guys work at this shit.
Okay.
Okay? Alright,
Yes.
go.
He lives 3 hours away. And honestly, we make it work. Granted,
How?
long distance is not
No, it's not easy.
anyone's ideal situation, but we have always said from the start that we will keep even on who drives where. So me driving up to see him, him driving down to see me. We try to keep it even. That way it's not one person
Right.
having to drive more often than the other. And it's always been without question. Like it's never been a task to go see each other. I mean, I remember the first time that he said he was gonna come down and see me. I didn't even know he had planned on it. He just said, "Oh, well, I was coming down this weekend,"
Mhm.
and just told me. And I was like, "Well, great, because I don't have anything planned, so, like, that works." But
Mhm.
I didn't even know he had planned on doing that, but he had already in his mind, he was like, "I wanna see this girl again."
Right.
So he put the effort in. But I met him not on a dating app, through friends, and we had known each other for months before we started actually dating.
Mhm. You had.
And I did not make my life harder. I actually
Made your life smoother and
Yeah.
easier.
Yes, I found someone that I love and that
Mhm.
loves me, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
Love his friends. My parents love him.
Yep.
Probably the best relationship I've ever been in. It is the best relationship I've
I
been
don't disagree with that comment. It is indeed the best relationship she's been in
The healthiest
since I've
too.
known her.
The healthiest,
Yes.
the best.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had to beg on hands and knees for him to see me and my value,
Right? Right?
which is amazing.
Or to stay sober,
That's true.
to show up when you needed them to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bonuses with this one.
Yes, there is.
And I never approve, and I approve. So,
And she hasn't really met him yet.
no, just from what I've heard.
Yes,
And
she
that's
approves
unheard of.
from word of mouth,
Yes.
not from personal experience.
Yes. Yes.
So to all the people that told me that dating apps should be catering to my every whim and I should be able to find my husband on a dating
Then
app,
why are you working
I
so
would like to
hard?
say a good old fuck you. That'll probably
Yes.
have to be censored,
Yes.
but a good old fuck you
Yeah.
because, actually dating apps really do fucking suck,
Yes.
and majority of females my age agree with me, and I found someone that I love not
But
through a
also not
dating
just
app.
your age. I think like, that's an age span thing where it's
Yes.
pretty universal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
so all my haters out there, thank you for increasing our engagement on my video,
Yes, I
and
do
I'm
appreciate
so
that.
glad I got to prove you wrong.
And to your point. Okay. So, we have gotten I
You more than me.
have gotten some hate recently on some of the videos that I posted. And here's the best part of this. Number 1, thank you so much for commenting and boosting my posts. And also, I get enjoyment out of the fact that you are spending your time, like, don't have a hobby and are sitting online to say shitty things about me. I love it. And even my business partner and I were talking about it the other day, and he said, "Oh my God, this must be like this is like my Olympics. I love this shit. Like bring it on." So if you think you're gonna say something that's gonna hurt my feelings, you're wrong. Also, Marcus from Canada, who had a big issue with the color of my hair and the fact that I was wearing
Yeah, but
sunglasses.
what about your purple hair and your purple glasses?
Oh, and what did he I'm borderline because I hide my appearance. Where's that one at?
Mm, the problem is that people who are hiding and people who are unhappy with their appearance are constantly changing their
Mhm,
appearance
mhm,
as a therapeutic indicator.
mhm.
By the way, that's not a grammatically correct
Correct,
sentence.
correct.
There's a correlation between BPD and body changing. That's why I want to hear his side of the story.
Which also have at it. Like, I'm so here for that. You should maybe weird thing is about this post, actually, is that I was talking about the experience of a 13-year-old, and he, along with several other men, went in and started slamming my appearance and how I was doing things wrong and how it had to be my fault when I literally was talking about the experience of a 13-year-old child. So that tells me a lot about you. And also, like, game on. Bring it. But as you can see, my hair is back. I well, I'm kind of blind with all my so let me just like not hide myself. I'll just do this so that Marcus can see like how I'm not hiding behind my hair and my sunglasses. I also live in Dallas, and when the sun is out, we don't want to get blinded by the sun. I mean,
The sun's very powerful, especially right now.
right,
It's like 80 degrees.
right.
So it's hot.
Yeah, not like
Sun's
here
bright.
currently.
Yeah.
So that would be why I was wearing sunglasses in my car while I was driving.
Well, and also, I guess if he served you, then that means you're the
Oh,
problem.
yes. It couldn't possibly be that he was probably getting a lot of pressure from the person he'd been cheating on me with at all. Um,
Not at all.
so there was that. And also, I was so good to have this marriage over with. She can have him. Like, by all means, have at it. I don't really give a fuck. And I didn't give a fuck then. What I gave a fuck about was my 13-year-old child who was the one dealing with all of this, which is why I did what I did.
Because I'm sure if you're a 13-year-old and you witness your mother getting served in front of you, that's gonna leave some
Might leave some
scars.
might
Yeah,
might.
some things to work through. So, yeah, I'm sure also as a mother, you're looking out for your child more than you're thinking about yourself.
Well, if you're a good mother.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
but you're the crazy one.
I am. I
Yeah.
am. And,
So you wouldn't be looking out for him.
no, I
Right.
definitely wouldn't because I was the one not having the affair and not moving the affair partner a mile away from us and putting the affair partner as youngest child in the school with my oldest child. And right. Or the day that I went to the veterinarian's office with my dog, and guess who was in line next to me? Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Mhm. 'Cause she even went to the same veterinarian that I went to. But definitely it was my fault. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I easy to be married to? No. Should we have not ever been married? Yes. Am I grateful that I have my son in my life? Yes. But we should have never in 50 gajillion years ever been together in any way, shape, or form. None. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna let the dog in. Next comment.
We just really wanted to talk about the comments that you guys had left us from our last video, especially me about the dating apps.
Oh,
But
yes, yes,
this
yes.
video that we're referencing right now is more recent, within the last week, actually.
Yes. Yes.
And that's just Holly by herself.
Mhm.
So I guess the both of us together, then,
We should talk
it's
about
just a disaster.
We really are.
It's a disaster.
It's bad.
The internet hates to see us coming.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
I feel more comfortable doing this and clapping back. It made me really happy responding to hate
Well, and
comments.
so that's
Actually,
like the thing though, right? Like they think that they're out to like hurt us.
it doesn't hurt my feelings. It actually boosts our post and increases our engagement.
And also
Brings
our
me joy.
self-esteem.
I'm glad. I
Right.
love that I'm getting under your skin
And validation.
because it means that you care enough to listen to everything that I have to
This is
say,
true. This is true.
enough to hate it.
Right.
Actually,
Right.
because if you didn't care, you'd scroll past.
Have you ever once like hate commented on a stranger's post?
No, because I don't really care
No.
to
I
hate comment on a stranger's post.
or like engage then because several of these people who left shitty comments about that last post were fighting with me and one of my friends.
Yeah, if I see
So
something I don't agree with, I just scroll past it because I only have so much energy and so much time in the day. I'm not gonna waste it on
mm-mm.
something that I don't like. I'd rather use my energy to like and say something I enjoy. For me, if something is negative and it doesn't serve me, I don't waste my time
No. No.
engaging. I don't why would I take the time to comment a negative thing on someone else's post? Because that's not uplifting them either.
No.
And I don't wanna be the reason someone gets put down.
And
If I
have a
don't agree
shitty
w
day.
Right, I don't wanna be the reason. So if I don't agree
No.
with it, then I just scroll past it because it's obviously not for me.
Well, and I don't watch it to the end.
Right, I don't even give it the full
I just
watch.
I just I swipe.
The first 30 seconds,
Yeah. Mhm.
I can tell if
Mhm.
it's not for me.
Right. And then off we go.
Right.
On to the next.
But we wanted to recap some hate
We
comments.
did. We did. And also encourage them, although we don't do that or engage in that nonsense, I would love for you to keep them coming
Yeah,
because I'm here for all of it. Like, it's absolutely hysterical to me.
for all of you that told me my life was harder.
Yes. Oh, and that everything in my life was my fault. Yes. Now again, do I have a lot of blame? Yes. Yes, I do. Am I a fucking picnic? No, I'm not. However, the things I did, if we want to tally them up, are very different. So there's that. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Next topic.
I mean, I guess to relate it to our overall theme, we were discussing about what should be the episode for today.
Yes.
No woman is innocent.
No.
We can all accept
No.
that we've had some crazy moments.
Yes.
I have had some crazy moments
Yes.
because I have had some crazy experiences.
Yes.
But overall, I think you and I can both agree that being a woman and
It's not
being
easy.
and being independent sucks.
Yes. Well,
Especially in public. Well, being independent, it's lovely.
Yes.
Having your career goals, she is amazing in her career, and I am just a young little sprout in my career.
Be amazing in yours. So,
But I'm
yes.
striving and working my ass off to get there at some point.
Mhm.
I take pride in that, and I will never
yeah.
let anyone get in the way of that.
Yes.
But just being a woman by yourself out in public in this day and age sucks.
Right. And I recently was in an environment where I don't get intimidated and I don't get scared.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think anybody that I know could say, like, oh my gosh, when I saw her in this situation, she was like totally freaked out. But last weekend, I was in a situation where I was totally freaked out because it was me and a bunch of
It was a wide variety of ages from what
it
you
was
told
a
me.
wide variety of
From
ages.
20 to about
But
60 years old
at least,
is what she had told me.
yes. And I was the only female around, and it was very intimidating. And like, I love guys. Like, here's the other thing too. I'm not a man hater. I adored my father. I adore my brothers. I adore my sons. I adore my business partner. I've got amazing male friends.
I love my boyfriend and his
Yes.
friends. His friends are not included in this discussion. I would just like to,
For the record,
for the record,
the
my
people that are in
boyfriend
our lives
and his
are
friends,
excluded from this conversation.
they are.
Yes.
Because if they did not share the same values, then they would
They
obviously
would
not
very
be a
much.
part of my life.
Right.
Right.
Right. But it can be very intimidating when it's like you against all of these other people
Mhm.
that, I mean, kind of look down. I mean, if we haven't learned anything in the last 10 years, I think that we know where people think our place should be.
Mhm.
And it's not what I ever thought growing up.
Oh, it's not what I ever thought growing up either. I mean, my mom was always a career person and
Mine
still is a career
too.
person. My mom has traveled for work since shoot, I was a child, young baby, before I can remember.
Mhm.
And I remember her being gone 3 out of the 4 weeks in a month traveling for work because she had career goals and she was not gonna let she I remember her telling me a story that she was pregnant in the office with me, and someone had made a comment about, "Well, how are you gonna be able to do this job once you have a kid?" And to her, that was just fuel to the fire of,
100%,
oh, I'm going to
yes.
show you
Yes.
that I can have a kick-ass career in this field, which is mainly male dominant too.
Right.
Telecommunications,
Mhm.
mainly still male dominant. And she's like, well, I can definitely have a child and kick ass in this career. And she's continued to do that. So I'm now the same way.
Mhm.
But I mean, I still like, I love men.
Yes.
I like to date men,
Yes, yes, yes.
but I'm going to have my career
Right.
and I'm not going to let anyone get in the way of that.
No. And if they do, then that's an issue and that you have to, like, figure that out because here's the other thing, we've talked about this before.
Mhm.
So many men say that they're fine with it.
Yep.
Like, "Oh my gosh, I would love it if you made more money than me. I would love to just be like a stay-at-home dad. I would love to have my wife." No, you don't. No, no. I've never seen anyone where that has not caused resentment. Now, I'm sure there are several cases, so again, come for me in the comments if you choose to. However, for the majority of people, that just does not work out. And even, like, my kids have said over the years, the more successful I got, they watched their father hate me more and more and more. And so,
Yeah.
again, please come for me, not my
Which,
kids, because 'cause I'm talking about my kids, so clearly it's
right.
my fault
This is her.
in a
Well, and
moment.
that's also your personal experience. And like,
Right.
to me, growing up, I grew up with a different viewpoint on all of that because
Mhm.
my mom has always been a career person. My dad has a career, but has not been the same type of career person that
Right.
my mom has. And never once has that ever been a point of contention from my knowledge. From what I can see now, also as
Sure.
24 years old,
Sure.
it's never been a point of contention that my mom's made more than my dad.
Well, no, and I think and I my mother watches all this, so corrects me if I'm wrong, but I know that there's been years where my mom has made way more,
Mhm.
but my dad has always been more flexible in his career.
Mhm.
So, like, if I was sick at school, he would come pick me up. If I broke my arm and needed help, like, putting my hair in a ponytail, like, he would do that because she had other things to do.
Yeah.
And there was that resentment there ever.
Yeah.
They just knew their roles, and they were so fine with their roles that it was not a big deal.
Yeah, my dad was construction, so he was very long hours,
Mhm.
and my mom was traveling.
Mhm.
So, there was a lot of times where my grandparents would watch us during the
Oh,
week,
yeah. Yeah.
or my aunt and uncle lived 3 doors down from us, so
Sure.
we'd carpool with them, and we'd be dropped off at 6 a.m.
Mhm.
But, that's never a negative thing that I look back on.
No.
That's like a one like, I loved going over to my aunt's house and
Oh,
watching morning cartoons and getting Eggo waffles for breakfast before she drove me to
the
school.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sign me up. Shout out Aunt Kathy. Thank you for that.
Which is also interesting because we now live in a very different world
Mhm,
where, like, when I was growing up, we all my both sets of my grandparents, my aunts, everyone lived in the same town within, like, I don't know, 10 minutes of each other.
mhm,
And now we live on opposite sides of the world, so
mhm.
it's much harder, it's shittier, 'cause I
Yeah,
loved that.
yeah. I mean, like, my brother now, if I were to
Well,
have kids tomorrow, my brother lives 3 hours away.
what
I
yes.
can't just drop my kids off
N
with him
no,
3 doors down, so
no, no, and if my kids have kids,
yeah.
where they're at, one is on the other side of the country, one
Mhm.
is 4 hours away, it'd be
Yeah.
very difficult.
And all my extended family's in Minnesota. It's a lot more distance. It's easier
Yeah.
to be more distant
Yes, yes.
as a family, as
Mhm,
a extended family.
mhm,
Yeah.
and you've put way more work into it,
Mhm.
which not a lot of people are willing to do.
Mm-mm. It's about convenience.
Well, right, and I was gonna say, like, not maliciously, it's just that life happens,
Mhm.
and everybody has their own stuff, and if you're in the same town,
Mhm.
that's one thing where you can go to, like, sporting events and kids' concerts and all the things, but, like, am I gonna fly across the country to go to a Christmas concert? Probably not.
But that's also to tie it back with men and relationships. That's
Mhm,
why long distance relationships, I think right now, especially with my age group and the age of social media,
mhm.
yes, it makes it easier to have a long distance
Yes, yes.
relationship, but at the same time, as a society, we're also what's more convenient? What's
Mhm.
faster? I don't wanna
Yeah.
drive 3 hours, I'd rather drive 10 minutes. What's more at my fingertips? So along
Or how many times could I swipe?
right,
Oh my gosh, well, she's cute, but the next best thing might be 2 swipes away.
right,
Mhm.
right. And so I think that's why, like, long distance relationships, I don't wanna say that they're not happening anymore because clearly I'm in one, but
Right.
it's a lot more like you have to be I feel like those who are in it, at least in my experience, it's way more intentional. Because I was straight up from the beginning, like, "I'm not moving."
You would be stupid to move.
I would be stupid to move. And I told
Let's
him,
be
"I'm not
real.
moving. So if you're gonna do this, I want you to know right out the gate what you're
Mhm.
signing up for. So if you don't want to, here's your out. You have your chance to say never mind."
Okay, but also, I think that long distance relationships can be fantastic because you don't have a choice but to learn how to communicate effectively.
Well, and I still get my alone time.
Well, there's also
You
that.
still get separation, which don't get me wrong, I would love to come home from work every day and get to hang out with him and whatever. But I also do like my alone time to come home from work and go to the gym and work out
Mhm.
by myself, work on homework by myself, and have that enjoyment of my space.
Well, and that's why not your age group, but my, 1 foot in the grave age group has a lot of people who love the concept of being together apart. So you're very much in a committed relationship. You are monogamous. You are in a very loving relationship, but you don't live together and you have your own lives and you do your thing, but you still have a very strong relationship. And to me, that sounds like ideal.
Yeah, and, like, there are times where he's out with his friends and they're busy hanging out, and
Mhm.
I know that. So I do my own thing. I'm doing my own crafting, or I'm at the gym, or
Mhm.
I'm cleaning, or I'm doing homework. I don't
Or
think
you're binge watching reality TV.
or
Like,
I
it's
well, I
whatever, whatever.
clean and binge watch reality TV
Yes.
at the same
Yes.
time, but,
Yes.
if I don't hear back from him, I'm not freaking out.
No, because you have trust.
Right,
Because
because
you built the trust
yeah.
through and again, I'm people struggle with long distance, that's fine. But, like, by being long distance, you have got to have the communication to where you know
Mhm.
that if you don't talk to him for a while, he's not out banging someone else.
Mm-mm.
He's out hanging out with his friends.
He's playing video games,
Oh, or that. Yes.
or he's at the bar
Right.
with
Not
his guy
not
friends.
picking up other chicks.
Right. I know he's at the bar, but it doesn't scare me that he's at the bar because I know who
Right.
he's at the bar with.
Right.
And I also trust him enough to know that he's just there for his friends.
Right.
He's not there for other women.
No.
Because if he wanted convenience, he would not have chose to date with
Uh,
because
correct.
it's not convenient.
Which again is another reason why I think long distance can be great.
Yes.
'Cause it's like you have to be very intentional when
Yes.
you're in a long distance
And I
relationship.
mean, we plan out when we're going to see each other a month in advance.
Yeah.
We have to plan out our calendars.
I mean, I'm sure 'cause you're here a lot.
I'm here, there, and everywhere all the time. And
I got shit to do, so I need you watching these dogs.
and I got shit to pay for. So
Right. So we're like, check,
I got
check,
shit to
and
pay
check.
for, so I have shit to do.
Ri correct. Correct. Yes.
But the flip side of all of this, whatever, good experiences that
Mhm.
can be accessible to you too. I don't want anyone to feel discouraged by the dating
No.
apps, especially in the Dallas area.
Right.
I'm a part of those Facebook groups, women. So I know your struggle. I see it every day when I scroll on Facebook.
Do you know oh my gosh, I've gotta interrupt you. So, I was out of town last weekend, but I was scrolling my stuff and saw that in Texas, Dallas has the most singles than any other city. Only 39% of people are married in Dallas.
You know,
Isn't that nuts?
honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
I was shocked.
There's this whole thing. Shout out if you were in your 20s and you were on TikTok, the Dating Trail. It's this thing. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of that, and I've also heard of there's a something datey something for people my age too.
Oh, really? So I've only heard of the Dating Trail,
Yes.
and it's now become a huge thing that they're partnering with like the Rangers. They even did an event with the Rangers at a Rangers game.
Yes. So I think it's the same people, but they cater to, the elderly.
So I had a half a mind to participate in one of those events, but then I met my boyfriend, so I didn't.
But I also think it would be cool to go and meet new people.
I think it's a great idea.
I do too.
I think even like you said, just to make friends.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, meet other women. Women
Mhm.
empower women.
Yes.
And now more than ever, we need to band
Yeah.
together
Correct.
and support each other.
Mhm.
But I do think on the flip side, men can be really fucking shitty.
Yes.
Men
Yes.
can suck.
Mhm. Mhm.
And also, just as a woman, I think we talked about it the other day, my apartment complex is relatively safe. I don't
Mhm.
feel unsafe ever,
No.
but I'm still on high alert.
Well, yeah, like you were saying, like somebody was it catcalling you or yelling something, and you were just like,
So I don't know if it was for sure at me, but I heard someone
probably.
yell out. It wasn't an audible word, but could be perceived as catcalling when I was walking to the gym.
Mhm.
And in my mind, I hear one person yell out from across the park. I go, "Okay, don't make eye contact with them. It's better I just don't acknowledge them because if they are yelling at me, I would rather not engage that conversation because
Mhm.
if they are catcalling me and I look at them,
So great, like
1 plus
so
2 equals
crazy.
3, and now
Yeah.
I'm stuck
Yeah.
in this awkward conversation when I'm just trying to get my ass to the gym."
Mhm.
So, when I heard that, I heard that happen, I clocked it, I kept staring forward, and I just kept walking. And I just made sure to notice if I heard it again, if I heard it directed at me for sure. I just took note of it. It was one of those things
Mm.
where, like, you just don't ignore it,
Right.
and I just went to the gym, got in the gym, whatever, everything was fine. As
But the
a
fact that you had to think about that.
Right. As a woman, like, it's when I'm out and about, especially if I go out with my friends downtown, whether it's guy friends or girlfriends, it's not an unreasonable thing for someone to catcall you, and it's better to just not acknowledge that they did, because if you do, who knows what will happen after you
Right.
do acknowledge
Right.
it. And so, I mean, even, like, when I'm in the gym, I'm always clocking where everyone else is.
Mhm.
There's been times where, especially earlier this year when it got darker earlier,
Yep.
and I would be on the treadmill. Our treadmills are facing the windows, so the rest of the gym is behind you.
Mhm.
There were times where I mean, I always knew where everyone was while I was in the gym, but there was one time I was on the treadmill and I realized there were only 2 other males in the gym with me, and I took note of where they were, and I always made sure that I knew where they were at all times while I was on the treadmill because I knew there was no other female in there and it's 2 other men, and there's no one walking on the sidewalks.
Mhm.
There's no one else around. Like, I was not unsafe. I finished my workout, but I still made sure I knew where people were at all times.
Which is so crazy because, like, when I was your age, I never even thought about that.
I'm constantly thinking about
I
that.
know, and it's so fucked up that you have to
Yeah.
because, I mean, like, let's go back to what was it? Earlier this year, not this year, but 2025, when somebody was asking women, "Would you rather be lost in the forest with a man or a bear?" And everyone was like, "I'll pick the bear.
Oh,
The bear all day, every
bear
day."
for sure.
Right. Like, that's so sad to me
Yeah,
because
it is.
for a lot of my life, I would, like, be like, "Oh my gosh, look at this great guy in the forest who's willing to help me out." Not like save the day. I don't need someone saving the day, but, like, I didn't worry that they were gonna hurt me.
Now, if I was in the forest by myself, I'd be like, "Why are you helping me?"
Oh, that's so fucked up.
I'd be like, "Do
That's
you're not getting anything out of this,
yeah,
just so
like,
you
you
know."
know that, right? Like, this
Yeah.
is just, like, you're just helping me out. Like,
I mean,
that is fucked up to me.
and it's to the point where I told you this story too. My boyfriend was not in the same area of the bar
Oh, you
when
did.
this happened, but he was at the bar. He just wasn't in the same area.
Mhm.
But this is why I also said his friends don't account for this conversation. I love them all.
Mhm.
I will feel safe around them no matter what, because there was a very intoxicated older gentleman. I
Who
was
was,
talk
like, my age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was talking with another girl that's in the friend group, and he came up to both of us and was highly intoxicated and was clearly trying to start something inappropriate. And I had said, "Well, my boyfriend's here." And my boyfriend wasn't actually near me when this conversation was happening, but his friend was. 2 of his friends were. One friend noticed the conversation and looked at the other and said, "Hey, you should clock this, like, maybe you need to step in." And so that friend actually came up to me and, like, grabbed my head and, like, held me like I was his girlfriend
Mhm.
so that this guy would leave us alone, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to touch you like that, I didn't mean to grab you like that, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "I would rather have you do that than to not step in at all
Right.
and leave me to fend for myself
Right,
against
right,
this
right.
middle-aged, intoxicated man," because, yeah, I go to the gym, but, like, I can only defend myself so much against a
But
drunk
also how
40-year-old
fucking gross.
man.
Like, how gross. Like, I'm in my 40s, we know this, right? Never in 50 fucking million years would I go out somewhere and be like, "Look at that 24-year-old dude." I have a child older than that.
Well, and
That is disgusting.
he was not only being inappropriate, but he was also racist.
Oh, that's right, you told me about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was another layer of,
Mhm.
um
And we don't play that game.
no, we don't, which is
Mhm.
another reason why everyone else was very pissed off that this had
Mhm.
happened because he was racist.
Yes, yes.
And not only was he inappropriate with me and this other girl, but he was racist to another friend. But I should
Like
not have to, like, his friend, my boyfriend's friend had said to me, "If that ever happens again, just make eye contact with me and I will step in and save you," which I wholeheartedly appreciate. And I will
100%.
take advantage of
Yes.
that if I need
Yes,
to.
yes, yes.
But that shouldn't have to be a conversation that I have
No.
with my
No.
boyfriend's
No.
friends. I shouldn't have a
Never.
game plan in place for when I feel uncomfortable because other men are getting too drunk and taking liberties for themselves that they should not be taking
Right.
just because they're intoxicated.
Well, which goes back to my situation last weekend
Mhm.
where my poor child felt guilty that he dropped me off somewhere.
I would have felt guilty too.
Well, I know, but I normally, under normal circumstances, that would have been totally fine. The event that was happening near where I was staying changed that, right? And
Mhm.
so it was a bunch of drunk idiots of all ages. And then again, no women around, and then
Mhm.
me in the sea of like crazy.
And that's a very, like, intimidating small feeling
Yes,
when
yes.
it's just you as a female and you realize there's no other females around me,
Right.
it's just men.
None, none.
You
And
feel
you
so
know what's fucked up?
small.
You know what's so fucked up? So I was telling a different friend of mine about this, and she said to me, "I'm so glad that your hair isn't blonde right now. Imagine if you had blonde hair, your blonde hair." And I said, "And not only that, I also pulled up my sleeves."
Because tattoos make you less
Yep.
susceptible,
To yes, to
English, susceptible to
to
being kidnapped
right, or
and
to being
sex
trafficked
trafficked. Mhm.
or even raped because we can identify.
Yeah, everybody's identifying, right? We
Right.
all
So
just so YouTube can identify me if I'm
right.
ever
But, like, how fucking crazy is that, right?
right.
Like, when she said, "Oh my god, I'm so glad your hair is not blonde right now." Insane. Like, nobody should have to say that. And for me to be like, "Oh my gosh, you're totally right."
And, like, don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of going out in downtown Dallas and being drunk and having fun and being in my going out outfit and whatever, but there's still always that feeling in the back of your head, in your gut of who's around you.
Right.
And, I mean, I have it all like I said, my apartment complex is relatively safe, and I
Yes.
I don't feel unsafe, but I'm still if someone's walking behind me in my hallway, I'm hearing for how close their footsteps are to me. 'Cause
Which
I live by myself,
well,
like,
right, right, right.
and I'm, you know, on a day-to-day normal basis, like, it is normally just me when I'm out and about, when I'm
Mhm,
at Walmart,
mhm.
when I'm going to the gym, whatever.
Yeah, no,
My
same.
boyfriend's not around all the time, so I've just gotten used to I pay attention to how close footsteps are behind me. I pay attention to who is behind me and the voices that I hear and what I hear them saying, or who's across the street from me, or who's walking in front of me, how fast they're walking, or did someone pull up at the same time as me, or do I notice the same car taking the same turns as me? I'm always clocking that,
Mhm. Always.
which is crazy to
Well,
think
and
about
it shouldn't be.
because it's such second nature for me.
I know. And that to me is heartbreaking because when I was your age, I did not have to. I mean, I probably should have actually, like, now that I'm saying this out loud. But, like, this isn't
There.
new, right? This is, like, not new news.
Serial
But
killers were still in existence.
I mean, girl, we had some shit in the 80s and 90s. I mean, we did. But I didn't this is the craziest thing. Like, the moment that I learned that, like, life isn't sunshine and roses was when you probably don't you can't remember because you were not alive. But in Minnesota, when Jacob Wetterling went missing, he got abducted from a town in Minneapolis, well, close to Minneapolis.
Yes, this had to have been before my time.
It was. And we all, like, all of our parents were like, no longer can you come in when the streetlights are on. Like, you are coming in now. Like, the second it starts to get dark because of when he got kidnapped. And he had two other do you not know the story?
No, because I was left to my own devices outside all the time as a kid.
Well, yeah, because by the time that you were a kid, it was
It was not,
no. But everybody had their porch lights on all the time to tell him it was safe to come there if he ever escaped his kidnapper.
I never heard about this.
Really?
No.
Okay, well, you need to look into your parents will know.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was horrifying.
I have some
Like,
research
that
to
was, like, the
do.
end of our innocence because we were the same age or close to the same age. But he was riding his bike with two of his friends, and a car pulled up next to them and took him and left his two friends.
I was a sheltered child.
I know, but you, like, know all sorts of true crime shit.
I know I do, but I never heard about this.
Never?
My grandma lives on a farm, and we would literally play
Girl.
what's that game where you guys all hide until the one person who's it finds each person? You have to, like, can maintain that hiding spot. It's not hide and seek, but
Kick the
it's
can. We
oh,
called it kick the can because when you
because
were
you could
able
move around.
yes, and then when you could kick the can, and then you win.
Oh,
Or split.
I don't remember what it was called, but we would play it on my
Yeah.
grandma's farm because she lived out in rural Minnesota.
Yes.
It would get super dark, and
I'm
all of us
Googling when this happened.
cousins would play it, and her living on the farm that she grew up on, which was no longer active, so all of the buildings were old, there weren't animals everywhere, there wasn't farm equipment everywhere, there were just a lot of really good hiding spots.
Like, literally, it's the third thing on Google.
Oh
How do you not
my
know
god.
this? Shelbs.
I don't know, I've been living under a rock.
Okay, it was 1994.
That was
But
before my parents were married.
well, that's when the act let me look. Keep Tell your story.
But anyways, it was like hide and seek, but oh, no, it was that game where if you had one person that was seeking, but the others that were hiding could group together.
Yes, slip. That was slip.
That's not what we called it.
Well, we did.
For those of you that are a part of my extended family, if you can remember what this is called,
Okay,
please.
so he was in St. Joseph in 1989.
Oh, no shit.
Girl, I'm telling you, you should know this shit. It was like
My grandma grew up in Fairfax.
I know, that's what I'm saying. How do you not know this case?
I don't know.
No, it was traumatizing to all of us. Yeah, my oldest brother graduated in '89, so I was in 4th grade when this happened.
Yeah, that's, like, not that far from
I know, that's why I'm saying.
I clearly missed out on some
Um,
information.
yeah, and look at this poor little sweetie boy.
I've seen that picture before.
Of course you have. Oh my god. Lord, help us all. We might need to take a break. Yes, because
I've seen that picture before.
of course, yes, because you grew up where we grew up. For years, we would keep the porch lights on in case he could get free. He knew that anybody that had the porch light on was safe. Yes. We couldn't go trick or treating alone anymore. that like there was all sorts of shit we were not allowed to do any like alone anymore because of this. Because how is he with 2 other friends and they take him and not the friends? And also, can you imagine being his friends?
So I have some homework tonight.
I mean, girl, I am actually Al Gore's internet needs to understand that I'm very disappointed right now.
I'm
And
really sorry.
my true crime fanatic Midwesterner. Like there was like a few hundred miles between where she grew up and where I grew up, and this happened in the middle of that.
Yes. So my
So
grandma grew up rural Minnesota, which
right.
really isn't even like super rural. It's not super
Not anymore.
south
Not anymore.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's like hour and a half outside of the cities.
Right.
But I grew up, I would go down there by myself and stay with her.
Well, because it was safe then.
And
Yeah,
like
he had cleared the scene by then.
we would and I would help her like clean the outhouse and clean the house and
yeah.
weed the
All the above,
gardens
yes.
and maintain the tree house and all this stuff
Uh-huh.
before all of our extended family would all come down
Mhm.
for a weekend. And we would play that game, like I was saying, where like if you were hiding, you could all hide in the same like you would
I'm
try to
telling you,
find
called slip.
that's not what we
Yes, it
called
was.
it.
Yes, because you slipped through.
Yeah, because everyone was who was hiding was trying to find each other
Right.
before the person who was seeking would
Yes.
find you.
Yes.
Anyways, we would play on our
I'm
farm.
older than her and played this longer than her. So therefore, I'm
Right.
right and she's wrong. This is the one time where I'm gonna actually tell you, you're so wrong. Like that's what
I
it was
don't
called.
remember what we called it.
So any of my friends from back in the day, I'm gonna need you to comment on the fact that I'm right and she's wrong.
I'm gonna consult with my cousins on this one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna consult with my friends.
I need all of
Okay.
Vicky's
Okay.
side of the
Uh-huh.
family, the Knipple side. You know
Okay.
who you are.
It's a very Midwestern last name, by the way. Very.
Okay, sorry. We were talking about hitting men.
We don't hate men though. We don't.
Not all men.
No, not all.
We just
the ones
hate
that are dangerous.
We just hate that as a gender. Is that safe to say?
Yes.
As
yes.
a gender, there are like it's just constantly in at least for me, it's constantly in the back of my mind to be aware of who's around me, where they are, what am I hearing, what's the distance, am I safe to unlock my car or do I need to reroute myself and go back into a store because someone's too close behind me? That type
Which
of thing.
shows my privilege.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm
That
always
is 100%. Like literally until last weekend, I didn't give 2 fucks where I was, what I was doing, who I was around. I didn't care. And then all of a sudden I encounter this and I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Like I don't get to have this like
That's crazy because like I've gotten my own hotel room before and I didn't feel unsafe being in a hotel room by myself. I've traveled plenty. I've been in a hotel room. Actually, that was the first time being by myself, completely traveling by myself, but it was to an area that I was familiar with.
Right.
But still, I was always aware if there was a guy on the elevator with me, I was conscious of what floor he was getting off of, if he was getting off on the same floor, which direction of the hallway he was going to. If he was going to the same direction of the hallway as me, I would have taken the long route going to the stairs and rerouted myself so that no one could clock what my hotel room was because I know me being a 24-year-old female, if someone who does want to cause me harm sees me go into a hotel room by myself and can clock the number of the hotel room, I'm no longer safe because there are only so many safety precautions that I can have, but people have found ways around them.
I mean, yeah. And again, like I know my privilege in so many different areas. That's one that I did not even sort of kind of think about because again, like I love men and I like love having them be my friends and I love getting to know them and I have never really had to look at them as a threat until very recently. And that's so fucked up because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and if you were to take me in that same situation, getting in an elevator, going to my own hotel room, and I was with, let's say, not my boyfriend, but his 2 roommates,
Mm-hmm.
I
It'd
would
be
not
different.
I would not be paying attention to as many
No.
things. I would feel way safer
Mm-hmm.
because I know that they would look out for me.
Well, and I wonder too if maybe I never thought about that because I've been a mom since I was 19, right? So I always had my
Mhm.
kids with me.
Mhm.
And like, who wants to fuck with somebody with their kids?
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, that bitch has a stroller. Like, I'm
Yeah.
probably not the ideal candidate to
But
like.
I guess at the same time when you were 19 and you had a kid, you
Mhm.
didn't have TikTok.
We had no social media
Yeah.
and Flex Hotmail had just come out. So I was like, um, hb@hotmail.com. Oh, and the best. We had AOL. Have you ever watched You've Got Mail?
No, I have not actually.
Girl, do you know what dial-up internet is?
I do. Yes, I do know what dial-up
Okay.
internet is.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I watched enough to know.
okay. So we did not have that until I was 21 years old. And then you would like log in and it would go, "You've got mail."
Well, I didn't know it'd do that. I knew it would do that.
And yeah.
But I've just never there's a movie
Oh,
called You've Got
it's
Mail.
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Well, I mean,
And
I
that was the
remember
first movie that I made poor Gabby cry about.
so I need to watch it.
And it was an accident because it's the sweetest, kindest, like most lovely movie ever. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So I need to watch it because
Yes.
I remember we didn't have laptops. We had a family desktop computer.
Yes.
Desktop computer where I plugged in my CDs that had my
To get burned.
desktop.
Did you burn your
I did
CDs?
burn CDs, and I also
Don't.
used CDs to play computer games on my desktop.
Oh my God. But have you ever used a floppy disk?
I have not used a floppy disk,
Do you
but I
know what a
did play
floppy
the
disk-
Oregon Trail.
You did not.
Oh yeah, I died. I did not survive.
No. Did you play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes,
You
I
did not.
did. Yes, I did.
Oh my God. Are
Where
you
in the world is Carmen Sandiego, Oregon Trail, and I also played like what was it? Mall Tycoon.
Yes.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yes.
I played all of those.
And when Sims first came out?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So maybe I'm not one foot in the grave like I thought I was.
Or maybe I'm just more well educated on what was before me.
Westerner, so you get shot.
That was Oregon Trail was all I had to play when I came home from school, and I never made it across the river.
But we always had it at school. Did you not play it at school?
No, I wasn't allowed to. I had to do my typing games.
But that was a typing game.
No,
We
it
played
wasn't.
that in typing.
No,
Yes.
I never did it in typing.
Oh my God, you were so
No, I had something dictated to me in my headphones, and then I had to type it at a certain rate of speed.
That wasn't till 10th grade.
I was doing that in 8th grade.
We did that in 10th grade.
I was doing that in 7th and 8th grade.
Well, maybe that's why I'm dumber than you, Shelby.
In 10th grade, I was learning about economics.
Yeah, no.
I was playing the Oregon Trail when I was in 6th grade. And then I got my Nintendo DS, and then all of my gaming switched to my DS.
Have you ever played on an Atari?
I have.
No.
Yes.
You have not.
I actually have.
She has not.
No, I actually have.
When?
Wait. No, not an Atari. It was a GameCube.
Not the same.
I think. It was at my friend's house, and I remember it not being the same as my desktop computer or my Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I think it was a GameCube. I don't think it was Atari.
My business partner, when he like doesn't give me gifts often, but when he does, he like fucking kills it. He got me an Atari one year.
Okay, so I misspoke. It was a GameCube, not an Atari, but I knew what an Atari was. I've heard of it before. It's not new to my ears.
One game you can play on the Atari. Don't Google it. One game.
Can you play Galaga?
I think so, yes.
Pac-Man?
You can. Oh, yes. Yes.
Donkey Kong?
I don't know.
Galaga's my shit. I love Galaga.
Were you alive when there were still arcades?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so cool.
I love arcades.
Arcades were the best.
Yes.
Zelda, Galaga, Miss Pac-Man.
I love Pac-Man. And then once you get all the dots and then you like power up and then
Oh,
everything, oh my,
yes.
all the colors change. I really loved Galaga though. Galaga on my DS was my shit.
Fair.
Yeah.
I was a nerd, so I was like a Tetris girly.
I did play Tetris. I played
I was
Tetris
a
on my mom's
nerd.
BlackBerry.
Back to one foot in the grave. I go, fine.
My mom had a BlackBerry for a work phone.
Same. Mine
And
was
the
purple.
little,
Can you imagine?
hers was silver.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
little rolly ball in the middle.
Mm.
There was a game.
Oh my God, I'm so old.
There was a game that was exactly, well, actually, I guess it wasn't Tetris. It was you would shoot a ball and it would knock.
That's an Atari game. Oh my God. Oh, fuck me. One foot. Okay, well, so I'm on my way out of this world, apparently.
So I would play that game on my mom's BlackBerry all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I did play GameCube though. Before Xbox and PlayStation, I did have an encounter with a GameCube at my grade school best friend's house. Her brother had a GameCube, and that was about the only time I played it, but I didn't understand how the controls worked from what I remember.
Okay.
And then we just went back to the computer and played games on the computer. Okay. Did you say everything you wanted to this episode?
I don't fucking know, actually.
I don't know either. We had a trajectory, and then we kind of went hard left.
Which is what we do. Also, please vote on Tuesday.
Yes.
If you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
Early voting ends today. So vote on Tuesday in Texas.
Yes. It's very easy to find voting places.
Polling stations.
Polling stations, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Around you. They're everywhere. Honestly, it's really easy to find them. Just Google it.
And if anyone gives you shit about voting, you have a provisional ballot that is legally like your right. So if they give you shit, say that you would like to vote under a provisional ballot.
I was so moved by what I was about to say.
I know, you were like so
my
excited.
mic.
Yes.
Looking at a picture of a GameCube on my phone.
I know.
Don't think that your vote doesn't matter.
It does.
It does.
It does.
The point,
especially in the state of Texas, the non-voting state of Texas, your vote matters. Please do it. Please.
We have the right to vote.
We do.
And it is our right to exercise it.
Yes.
So I think we should take advantage of the fact that we all have the right to vote. There's a reason that we all have the right to vote.
Right. And we don't want that taken away from us, actually. So
it is a democracy.
For now. Yes.
So let's keep it that way.
We should keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's keep the right to vote.
If you're seeing this on Tuesday for the primaries, you will see this in November. So please get out there in our non-voting states and vote, because it actually matters. And I kind of still want my rights, and I really want your rights.
I would love,
because your rights are actually more important than mine right now.
I would love to keep my rights. And I would like my children, if I do have them in the future, / when I do have them in the future.
Yes.
I would like them to have rights as well. And I would like them to grow up in a country that is loving and accepting and allows freedoms.
And I don't need to worry about you dying if you are pregnant. That'd be good.
I would love to keep my job and not die.
Well, you're always going to have a job. But
if I get pregnant, I'd rather not die.
I would rather you not either. So coming from someone who had a very complicated second pregnancy.
Yeah. So I'd like to be able to have kids if I so choose to do in the future.
And if something goes wrong, you get to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you'll get more episodes out of us. And we all know
don't
you
you
love us
because
together.
you like, and you love to hate us together.
Exactly.
And we love when you hate us.
And we will give
together.
you content to hate all the
You
time.
want
Paisley agrees.
this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
These bitch. We're all of us.
I gotta go cook dinner for my
You gotta go.
for my boyfriend.
Trad wife. I have to go.
I'm gonna go exercise my right to be a trad wife and cook
book.
dinner for my boyfriend.
But if you are so inclined,
Paisley,
you can pre-order on Barnes & Noble and
yes,
Amazon.
Pre-order on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. It's gonna be a kick-ass book because she's a kick-ass woman.
So,
right, Paisley.
I'm gonna go do that. She's gonna go do that.
Yeah.
And then please hate us, and we'll see you next time.